I have gathered everything that I'm going to be needing to zombify and cure these villages. Let's do that right now. As you can see, in this chest I've got everything. I've got the 4 golden apples and all of the splash potion of weakness. Now let's get to zombifying these guys. We'll start off with you. I don't have any for you, but you're our first victim. Send him down. Open that little trapdoor. Let's see. Will it work? Come on, eventually, hopefully. Yes! Yes! First villager zombified. Let's get the next one. There we go. Oop. He's thinking about it. He is thinking about it. Come on. Why? Take him. Just kill him. Why? He's just walking past. There we go. One hit. Come on again. Okay, he's taking a while. Oh, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Second one down. I think that was it. That was our efficiency 5 guy. Let's get our silk touch guy. Oh, there we go. I was drinking water. There we go. Last one. Going down. Open up. Let's wait. Hope for the best. Much later. Yeah, it took a while. Let's see, I decided to go down to make him track to me. Let's see if he will start killing this boy then. Please do that. I think he's still aggroing. Oh, yes. Yes. We got them all. Now it's time for curing. Splash potion, golden apples. Throw it right in the middle to hopefully get all of them. Do you think I did that? 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now let's start shaking, and I'll come back to you guys in a bit once these are done. Alright, so we got the first one here. Who is this guy? Mending. 3 emeralds for a mending. That's good. I could try this again, but I don't have more golden apples. So I think if I try it again, it will lower once again to like a 1 diamond or something. But that's definitely good enough. So mending, first one. That definitely didn't take about like 6 minutes. I'm fine. Oh, there we go. The second one is going to be the efficiency 5. Oh, it's still 15. I'm gonna have to zombify you again. Third one, silk touch. Yeah, that one we got for 1. That's great. Silk touch for 1. That's what we want to see. Now the last one is going to be you, the person who I cured the first. I guess I zombified these before though. Maybe it has something to do with that. But he's now here. Let's see. Ooh, 1, 1, 1. This guy, man. This guy has the best traits, honestly. Well, I guess that was it for now. I'll zombify you again because that's still it's not a shit trait, actually pretty good. But it's definitely not good enough. You're gonna get zombified again, man. I know, it's kinda sad. You too, by the way. I want you to both have 1, okay? Yeah, I think I'm ready to go mining with my silk scribe. Haha, funny by the way. Do what it says. Silk scribe. You know what it means. It means that I want you to subscribe. Do it. Do it. 53%. No, what is it? Like, look at the graph. This many percent of you are not subscribed. Just do it. And as you can see, by this 30 seconds super fast time lapse, I definitely did do a lot of mining. I got about half a stack of coal blocks and 9 stacks of coal, which is an insane amount. But let's be honest, I'm gonna be using all that coal. It's gonna get used eventually. Coal is something that you're always gonna need, and which is why it's so important to me to get all of this coal this time. The mending definitely helped here. And also the redstone. Oh, so much redstone that I'm never gonna use, probably. I mean, I do like to do redstone stuff, and it's probably gonna get used eventually. But at the moment, no, it's not gonna get used. It's about 20 stacks or 25 stacks of redstone just there. Now, a weird thing with this lapis is it doesn't look like a lot. That was really fast. But it is a lot, as you can see. I barely made that, didn't I? Okay, let's get back to the video. Well, I have some more good news and some more bad news. The good news are I fixed this. It's now working, and we're going to see a lot and a huge improvement in the amount of villages we're getting. The bad news are this is recorded a week later. Yeah, okay, I got sick. What do you want me to say? I'm sorry, I guess. I got sick for over a week. It wasn't fun. So I couldn't record So this is recorded a week later, so you're gonna have to excuse me for that. Why is it lagging so much? You good? Okay, I think it's good. How many blocks do you think we'll have after this? A full full extra stack. That's funny. I'm never gonna need this much lapis. Speaking of lapis and enchantments, I know I said that our XP problem was solved. It wasn't, trust me, you don't get enough XP out of those boys. So, that is why it's so good that when I was down mining, I found 2 skeleton spawners. No, 2 not skeleton. That would have been too good. 2 zombie spawners next to each other and 1 skeleton spawner a bit away from there. So it's time to make some spawners. Wait, no, wait. I'm not gonna make spawners. I'm make zombie grinders, zombie XP grinders. That's what I said from the beginning, right? No, my plan is just to wing it here, kind of, because, well, it shouldn't be too hard. Okay, I know I said I was gonna wing it, but I realized that maybe it won't go too well. So I had the main thought planned out, and it was going to work. What I was gonna do. Almost, except one big small problem. Ice. I need ice. I need like 2 packed ice. And it's knowing I'm gonna be able to get ice in the desert. That is not happening. So that is why I'm very worried at the moment. Because none of these guys sell ice. But I'm pretty sure there's a villager profession and that does sell ice eventually. Oh boy. It's gonna be tough. And it wasn't gonna get any easier because I was totally wrong. There is no profession that sells ice. Only the wandering trader sells ice, which essentially means that I have to find a wandering trader. So I just decided to go the old-fashioned way and find a mountain where I could make the ice myself and dig it out. It took a very long time, but I eventually ended up getting it, so that I'm very happy about that. Thank God that I finally found it. Let's build this thing. Okay, so finally I found the ice. That took way too long. Yeah, I had to walk like 1,000 blocks to find, first of all, like a mountain was tall enough, and then I had to freeze some water and cut it out. It wasn't a good experience, but in this box I think I have everything that I might need, that I'm like, okay, that's necessary. So let's bring it all with me and let's start building. Okay, so the spawners are located in a pretty perfect spot, not too far away from my home, and they're right next to each other. Look at this. This is amazing. So the first spawner we have up here. This is the first spawner. And the second spawner is right over there. Isn't that just too perfect? Both of them are zombie spawners. And I've lit up both of them, so no zombies are going to be spawning at the moment, which is exactly what we wanted to do. That's the first step. Second step, we have to dig out a room. This room is going to be a 9x9 room, which means 4 down, 4 up. Yes, okay, 4 down, 4 up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. 2 into the wall, because you have 4 here, then 1 and 4 here, so that's 9. Yes, so let's dig out this room, and once we're done, I'll come back. Actually, you know what? I'll come back now. So my plan for this room, or for this spawner, is actually something that I've never seen before. I don't think it's more efficient. I just like it. So now I'm gonna go with it. It might clog up. If it does, then I'm gonna have to make some changes to it. I did do some testing in creative, and it does seem to work, I'd say. But obviously, it can clog up. But that could happen to any spawner. So my plan is to force them both pretty close together, which I'm realizing now could be a bit more tricky than I initially thought, because I'm realizing this one is a bit up, and I can't really get these boys up to here, so I'm gonna have to bring them down. Actually, I have an idea. Well, I'll come back to that later when it's time for that. Okay, let's just do this room now. Okay, so we now dug out the walls, and we're gonna need to dig down 4 blocks, and we're gonna get rid of this first layer, I think, if my math is right, which it might not be. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Yes, okay, so it should be right. I'm gonna do 1 block up and then 4 blocks down. Okay, as you can see, the room is now dug out, and it is time to get some water installed. Now when placing down this water, we really have to consider from where we're placing it. That should be pretty obvious. Let's get some water down. Now one thing that I wanted to mention is when making these, you have to make sure that both the spawns are active. You can see if one is active if it just these small particles coming out of it. So to see that, I'm gonna have to have both of them visible. So let's give this a try. If it's right here, which it isn't gonna be right here. They're still both active. Let's cut this down a bit. See, I have a pretty clear vision of that boy. The torches are kind of messing with me, but from here still, both of them are active. If we go up a bit more, still both active. Yeah, they seem to just both be active at all times pretty much, which is very great. That's exactly what we want. So we could have the room somewhere around here, and it wouldn't be a problem. So I don't think that's going to be a problem, but if you're making one of these, make sure that both of them are active, because last thing you want is to only have one of them spawning. That would be pretty bad, and they seem to be pretty much active all the time, which is fantastic. They're so close to each other that I feel like they probably should be. Yes, so this is the best spot, because if I go back one more block, that one stops, and so does that one. Okay, so this is the block right here that we're going to be going. Fantastic. So now that I've found my block, the block that I'm going to be standing on, I can actually construct this. Okay, so we're actually still not going to be putting in water, because first of all we're gonna have to build the room, because we have to know where we're gonna transport the villagers. So I could put it there, but now I already marked out this place. So the things I can't go there. So this is done. That's also there. Now this one's fine actually. And then if we move over here, so this is all, you know, fine area. So this room, it doesn't have to be too big or beautiful or anything according to me, but this is pretty much what we have to work with here. I mean, we can go forward a lot more if we want to, but the back block, there should be no block within in this room where it isn't active essentially. Now we can actually install the water finally. So if you've ever wondered what the reason for having a 9x9 room like this is, it's because if we put a water in the middle there, it is going to flow all the way out apart from one block. That's exactly what we need, because now that's what we want essentially, and it's, you know, it's a square, so which means that we are going to be able to put it any direction, any side, and it's always going to okay, well, that doesn't really work. It's always going to flow all the way apart from one block, right? So that's what we want, which is why it is a 9x9. Now I want them to flow up over like that, and then I want to drop them down like that. That's my plan, which means that we have to have a trench going here, which means that the water is supposed to go here. So now we just install all of this. There we go. So now as you can see, it's going to flow all the way out apart from one, and once we're here, dig this trench out, pick up some water. Oh. Put in the water, and there we go. So if I'm a zombie, I spawn, I come down here. Oh, hello, thank you. And I'll be going over this way. So this only goes 8 blocks, so it's going to stop right there, which definitely isn't far enough, obviously. So my tips is either break, or I'm gonna break the last one, and then I'm just gonna let it keep on going and going until it hits the end. There we go. Now right here, we actually also want to dig up 4 blocks. And 3 into the wall like that, so they don't get stuck anywhere. So since we have so much packed ice, I could actually just install some ice wherever I want to. So maybe like if we want ice on the edges here. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Ice there we go. Just make it a bit faster, you know. I think that this might be fine. Let's hope it is at least. But put on your dirt. Sign E, that one's gonna say E, that one's gonna say F. They don't have to say anything, by the way, if you thought that. So this is going to be a bubble column elevator up here. Now we're gonna need a lot of signs, because I'm gonna have to carry these zombies so high. There we go. So now if we put one down there, boom, perfect. The reason why that wouldn't work if we wouldn't have signs is, take a look at this. If I get rid of that one sign, it's going to flow and the summer's going to get stuck here. That would not be pretty, so we have to get the signs down. I think it would work with fence gates as well, but signs are a bit cheaper, or are they? I think they're cheaper, right? And as you can see, it flows out here as well, so we're gonna have to keep on putting signs going all the way up. And actually, I'm gonna have to check what Y it's supposed to go to, but oh, that was simple. Where do I end up? Oh, that's so perfect. That is so perfect. Oh my gosh, that could have been more perfect almost. Wow, that's great. Keep on putting down the signs. Gonna have to use some blocks here though, so no more light for us, but it's so good to know that it's pretty much perfect. Oh. Hello, water? No, water? That's not water. That's definitely sand. No, it's not. It's gravel. First water, then then Now this is not a bubble elevator, obviously now, but soul sand in. There we go. And now we'll get shot up. And that's exactly what we want. And then there we go. So they'll end up here now, which isn't where we want them. We want to keep on sending them up. But that's a really good start. Now let's do this room. Okay, the room is now dug out, and the same principle goes for this room, where you put down all of the water in the back here, or it doesn't have to be the back, but I want to respawn them that way, which means I have to force them here, and then put a trench like that. There we go. And now we're just gonna have to dig this out, and then dig down. Let's see where we end up, because where is this? It's probably not gonna be the same level though. Oh, it's one block apart, I think. Wait, 1 second. Yes, okay, so there's one block between these, which actually isn't too bad. That's actually pretty good. But we do not want these elevators to collide. We don't want them to be near each other. Oh, near each other, that doesn't really matter. But we do not want them to be next to it. What am I even trying to say? I'm saying we don't want everything to go into the same elevator. It's not that hard, come on. So we'll just have it like right here. Yeah, it's gonna have its own little tunnel. Okay, so this one's also working now. Now they're next to each other, but they won't interfere with each other, right? So my plan is to do this, put this block here, and then they're just gonna scoot on over to the place. But the problem is I'm gonna have to send them so much higher. Okay. This is gonna take a while. I'm gonna have to do some experimenting, or just probably Googling. It's probably just gonna end up being Googling to see how high I have to send them for them to be on 1 HP when they come back down. Okay? Let's do that. Sounds great. I'll come back in a bit once I figure that out and made those last. I'll just come back in a while, okay? That's all I have to say. Okay, so after a couple of Google searches, I figured out that they need to be at least 2 blocks above. They could be 2. Did I say 2 blocks? I think I did. 22 blocks above where they're supposed to land. It could be 23 as well. I'm going to go 22, so I don't want to risk any of them dying. So since they were going to be going on this level, is my plan at least. I mean, I could be going down. There's no real reason to. Let's go right here, which that is Y25, and with some quick calculations, that means that we have to do these bubble columns all the way up to Y47, which that shouldn't be much of a problem. Let's do that now. There we go. Now they're both at the same level, which is Y47 down there. Now let's make this bubble elevator, and let's make the rest of the column, and we're pretty much done. I'm just gonna have to build a room, and that's gonna be about it. Okay, so the signs are now in, and this is how it's going to be. The summer's gonna get shot up here. They're gonna get transported all the way, and then down, not exactly here, but to the point where I want them to go, which is going to be yeah, we can do with there. That should be good. So this is going to be -756 and 177. Let's actually write that down, because I'll definitely not remember that. Okay, so now it'll end up with, yeah, in the center. That's definitely the center, right in that block. Fantastic. That's what we like to see. Oh, Wait. No. You know why that was bad? Have you figured it out yet? Have you figured out why that was super bad? Probably have, haven't you? They're not supposed to die. Why did it die? No. How? Well, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. You shouldn't die from that. That's the whole point of it. Okay, so loaded one block and there's still 3 hit, as you can see. There's supposed to be 2 hit. There's supposed to be 2 hit. That's what I want. So it's clearly that one block's different. That is that one block difference that is making it. So let's give this another shot. I'll up it one more block, and that should be it. And I'll come back once the room and everything is done. Maybe not the room, but when I can put up these torches. We already got a lot of visitors here, I see. Now let's just do the same for this side and see what happens, because I actually haven't tried this yet. So this could go horribly wrong, but it really shouldn't. Okay, let's punch out these torches as well. Okay, so now they're all punched out, and we're already seeing a bunch of zombies spawning. Fantastic. Let's block that off, and let's see. But yes, it is working. Now in 3, 2, 1, and just like that, we got ourselves a tiny but functional a little room where we have our spawner. And can we just point out how many there are? There's so many that entity cramming is starting to kill them, which is absolutely insane. Now I just want to try something here. Oh, yes, yes. That's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I've been wanting and waiting for so much time now. Oh wow, that is great. I'm gonna have to figure out why did he die actually. We're gonna lose some. We're gonna lose some zombies from this. I'm realizing now. But oh, that is amazing. And I didn't wait here for long. That was maybe like, how long could that have been? 10 minutes or so in making this room. Way less, 5 minutes. This room didn't take long. But it is so small, because if I go back, I think it's only 1 block. It is going to stop spawning from both of the sides, which is why I'm gonna have to keep it this small, so I know where I can stand and where I can't. Everywhere here is free space where I can run around, and it's still going to spawn. Now, the last thing is just make a simple entrance to this place, which shouldn't be too hard. You know what? I hate that some of them are dying, but yeah, some of them are dying. Okay, that's it. And in about 2 seconds, I will have an entrance to this place as well. 3, 2, oh wait, 2, I said 2 seconds. I guess 2, 1, and ta-da, look at this. We have a super simple entrance and exit. So we can simply go up, and it's pretty much perfectly located as well. Look at that. Right at my base. So we can easily just plop down again. Now this isn't really the most efficient way of going down. Anyway, really I don't need an elevator like a column to go down. I could just have a water down at the end. Probably way faster and way better, but it looks better though. So, but this thing is amazing. If I can just find a spot. I think you know what it's time for. Unfortunately, guys, that is going to have to be all there is for this episode to deliver. I have to get this episode out now. It's been 2 weeks since last one, which is, well, 1 week too much. So that's not optimal, but as I said in the beginning of the video, I got sick. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. I'm sorry, but I will keep on uploading weekly on this channel. If nothing else happens. If something happens, then it's probably because I'm sick. Or I guess that I just forgot. I don't know. I'm lazy sometimes. I'm sorry. But as I said, on that note, that is going to have to be it. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and comment down below what your thoughts, your thoughts down below. And yes, anything you can come up with. As long as it's not in another language. Or something offensive or weird. Don't do that. Please. Thank you. Goodbye.